Hundreds gathered on Wednesday on the Indonesian resort island of Bali to commemorate 20 years since the blasts that killed 202 people, mostly foreign tourists, including 88 Australians and 7 Americans. Australian survivors and relatives of the victims were among those who attended the service at Bali's Australian consulate in Denpasar. Australian Assistant Minister of Foreign Affairs Tim Watts, along with Bali's Governor Chok Okasukawati, and military personnel were among those who laid wreaths at the consulate's memorial garden. The 2002 attack, carried out by suicide bombers from the Al-Qaeda-linked group Jemaah Islamiyah. 3 years later, another bomb attack on the island killed 20 people.
20 years later, the pain is still felt. That night remains seared into the national memories of Indonesians, Australians, and so many others. We will always remember those 202 innocent people, most under the age of 40, the youngest just 13 years old. Today, we pay tribute to those who died. We stand with the survivors, relatives, and families and support them at this time.
So I was granted a second chance at life, and I make every minute count. I was often told that my life was spared for a reason, and how lucky I am. Yes, I am lucky. I made it home, and I will honour that privilege.
And in Canberra, Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong was joined by Indonesia's ambassador to Australia, Siswa Pramono, and others to pay their tributes to the 202 people, mostly foreign tourists, who were killed, including 88 Australians, 7 Americans, and 38 Indonesian citizens. At the ceremony at Australia's Parliament House, Wong welcomed Pramono, who was among the dignitaries. Pramono says the terrorist attack had created a better and stronger bond between Indonesia and Australia. Similar services were also held across the country.
20 years have passed since that terrible night. 20 years since 202 lives were so callously taken, among them 88 Australians, 38 Indonesians and citizens of 20 other countries. 20 years since 209 more people were injured, many seriously. 20 years of grief, 20 years of struggle to rebuild bodies and lives. So today we remember what was taken. Today we remember what was lost. And we wonder what might have been had they all come home.